Hello and welcome. Okay, I'm going to do a 10-minute, not really 10-minute, it's going to be just a series of leg, lower extremity exercises that are concentrated more for the legs, hamstrings, quads, even stomach, something like that, that's other than rebounding and bouncing. So these are more concentrated exercises that you can do. Anyway, I wanted to show this awesome rebounder I got from Amazon. It was like $72, something like that. I bought 5 of them when I was teaching, a class of 5 ladies, and I had 5 of them, and they're much bigger than the one I have at home. The frame is sturdy. The bungees are nice and springy. I haven't really used it in a while. It's been at work, and it came with, for $72, it came with a T-bar. So that's a really cool advantage. So you don't have to get expensive, and that's kind of why I wanted to use this rebounder, to let you know that you don't have to go all in and, buy a $1,000 rebounder, because they're out there. You're going to definitely notice the difference in the bounce. It's going to be a lot smoother bounce when you buy a more expensive brand, but this one does just fine, and I'll show you how we work out on it. So let's get started. We're going to do some legs, and it's going to be very simple. You can do them at your own pace. I'm not going to put a time limit on it. I'm just going to do it, and you can go from there. So let's just do a health bounce first. I'm going to do a nice light bounce. Of course, knees are facing forward. You have soft knees, very relaxed, shoulders back. And let's warm up our knees by bending them forward. And as you can see, I'm just dressed really casually. I mean, these are kind of stretched khaki pants kind of thing, jeans, I don't know. And this is just a shirt that I wore to work today. And yeah. It's not going to be like this full-on sweat yourself, got to go home and change kind of thing. This is just going to tone up your legs, give you some other exercises to do on the rebounder besides what you normally do, which is bounce. All right, so now come back to a health bounce where you're not moving your knees at all. And so now we're going to get started. So if you have a T-bar, definitely use it. I'm not going to use it. Put your feet about shoulder width apart, and you're just going to come down in like a squat. So what you're doing here is pulling in your core, engaging your glutes, and engaging your legs here, okay? Your quads and your glutes. This is what it looks like from the side. So your feet are going to stay on the mat. They're going to be fixed to the mat. You're not going to go up. You're just going to fix them to the mat and press down hard with your feet and with your legs. So you can actually feel this workout, this exercise in your legs. Your glutes and especially your quads are going to be on fire after a couple seconds. So all I do is just go a couple seconds. And then I'll turn forward, and I'll come back to center. And I'll do, for my next exercise, I'll come into a hip width part, and I'll do just little squats. So again, we're working just the legs and the glutes, lower extremity here. This is done at your own pace. You don't have to follow my lead or anything, but these are just demonstrations of what I do to keep toned without hitting the gym. And just make sure in the stance that either you're holding on, okay, and focusing all of your energy on your lower extremity. Just making sure that you're having, when you come down in each little mini squat, I'll show you, that you're putting that effort, pushing into the mat with your heels. So it's kind of just like a little squat that you can feel that's different from the one that we did like this. All right, come back. Now this is a little tricky. So you might have to do this extra slow, or if you're a veteran, you know what you're doing here. You're gonna get off the side of your mat and do a squat. Come to the center, again, holding on, and go at your own pace as you go from side to side. And this is a very big rebounder, so I have extra steps on it. You may have a small one, so you can go down and over pretty quickly. Don't do anything that I just did. So, skip. And again, all of these side squats are to your own pace and what you can do. All right, come back to center. And now we're gonna actually take it up a little bit. So I'll turn to the side so you can see what this is gonna look like. So what you're doing is just lifting your knees. So you're lifting your knees up. Don't kick out. You're basically just hopping from one foot to the next. You're going to feel this in your quads. And release, come back to center. So now we're going to work our core, lower stomach, my favorite. So come down and sit. So what you're going to do is lift one leg. I've done this in my previous video. You're just going to bounce just one single bounce with just one leg lifted. So with this exercise, you are working the quad, but you're working the lower stomach as well and into the core that reaches up your upper abs as well. So just do a couple bounces here. If it helps, don't lean on your hands, but you can put them back for support if it helps. And lift up the other leg and just start bouncing. Again, you should feel it in your main muscle, which is your quad, and also in your lower stomach. Depending on how far you go back, I wouldn't recommend it. So these are just simple exercises to do for all levels. So don't go back too far. And relax. All right, so with the next one, I'm gonna have you get right back on your mat again. Do a health bounce just to kind of get the blood flowing again in your body. Move your arms. And so now we're gonna do an out-in kind of jump. So I will do this. And what you can do to modify it, if you need to modify and hold on. So don't feel like you have to go out and in the way that I'm doing it. If you don't feel comfortable, you're just going to hold that. Keep your core in check. This will really challenge your balance as you put your legs step to the side and back to the middle. But for right now, I'm going to go with what I usually do. This is how it looks from the side. And try to push down with your heels. Squats are so awkward. All right, come back to the center and relax. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Very simple, casual, so that's it. Come back to the center. Bring yourself down. Your awareness back to coming into slowing your heart rate down, because you will be pumping blood to the heart. It's just natural. Lean into each leg. Yeah, that's all there is to it. Just a couple leg exercises to strengthen and build muscle. As you can see, this isn't a fancy studio. It's not something that, I don't care. I know that I'm getting a good workout. I know that I'm fitting this in, and I hope that it works for you. I hope that you feel super good, and I'm done talking.